Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Wednesday, August 7th, 2019. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in this morning. Right now, we have the S&P 500 E-mini futures trading down 24 3/4 per contract. You're going to see that the futures have been on a wild ride. They were down around the 28.50 level right around 11 o'clock last night. Then they rallied all the way higher. Got almost to 28.90, and now they're falling again. The real story of the day, well, it's twofold. First off, you have bond yields on the 10-year U.S. Treasury note falling. They're down by about 9 basis points right now, sitting at around 1.645%. So bond yields are tumbling, and that is certainly scaring the markets. You do have three central banks around the world last night. The Bank of India, the central bank in New Zealand, and the central bank in Thailand. They all surprised traders and investors and aggressively cut rates last night. So we're seeing where this is all coming from around the world. Everybody's starting to lower rates, and it could turn out to be one big giant panic before it's all said and done. You also have the 10-year U.S. Treasury note yield, as I'm showing here, at 1.645%. The 2-year is at, I believe, 1.54%. So if that inverts, that will cause some panic as well. So right now you have the S&P 500 E-mini futures trading down about 25.5 points. So we'll see how this plays out today. This is certainly going to be a soap opera. I think we just got a tweet from President Trump calling for the Fed to cut rates faster and cut them quicker. And he also said the yield curve is at too wide a margin and there's no inflation. So again, we're getting lots of headline news coming out, and we'll see where this all goes. But in the meantime, let's take a look at some stocks in the news. We're going to start off the day with Disney. Disney right now trading at 134.48. Stock closed at 141.87. So Disney tumbling a bit. It was a bit high on the charts, to be honest. The only level that really gets me interested in Disney would be around 130. If it gets there, it's not a bad area. Then you're going to have a nice gap window on Disney right around 126, 127. So there's some levels out here. We'll look at this one once the opening bell rings, but Disney is lower. Next up, want to take a look at WYNN Resorts, WYNN. This is also a bit lower, closed at 111.87, now trading at 110.92. I'd be a little bit careful here. A lot going on in China. WYNN is very highly tied to Macau, so you want to be a little bit on the guarded side. But pattern-wise, when I look at the charts, if it does fall, you have a very, very good level right around the daily chart at 105, 104, and we'll watch that level right off the bat. So, again, WYNN Resorts could be in play today. Next up, want to take a look at Weight Watchers. That's having a good pop today. Closed at 21.01. Look what it's doing in the pre-market here, trading at 25.16. I don't see this getting much above 26.25. So if you own it, trail the stop loss immediately, but I don't see it getting much above 26.25 once the market opens. Next up, want to take a look at Hertz Global or Hertz Rent-A-Car. HTZ is the ticker symbol there. Stock closed at $14.94, now trading at $15.40. Briefly got above 16 here, then stalled out. We'll keep this one on the radar. There's nothing we're going to do with it just yet, but we will look at it once the opening bell rings. Let's take a look at MTCH, which is Match.com. Stock is catching a monster bid today. Closed at $73.91, now trading at $85.15. That's a very, very big surge. If you own it here, I trail the stop loss. It is a little bit long in the tooth, but nonetheless, great pop there for Match.com. Let's take a look here at CVS. Ticker symbol is CVS, CVS Healthcare. Stock right now trading at $56.32, closed at $54.06. So you got a little uptick there. It's nothing great here, nothing terrible. We'll look at it once the opening bell rings. When I look at the stock right off the bat, I have to think you got a lot of resistance around $56.50 to $57. So we'll see how that plays out. It's kind of where it went in the pre-market here before rolling over a little bit, but still higher on the day. Let's take a look at the old Michael Kors. That's Capri, CPRI. Right now, that's trading at $33 a share. Closed at $31.59. So you got a nice little pop there. Capri catching a bid. I still don't like the stock personally, so I think you got to be a little bit careful with it. But nonetheless, it is upticking. If you own it, trail the stop loss. If you don't own it, leave it alone for the moment. We'll look at it once the opening bell rings. If this stock gets up to around $34.75 to $35, excellent resistance there. Next up, I want to take a look at CyberArk. CYBR is the ticker there. Stock is trading at 123, closed at 127.20. So this is coming down a little bit. There's still a fair amount of support around the 120 level, more around 115. So lots of support in here. We'll have to look at this one once the opening bell rings. You're going to notice that CyberArk does not trade 1 million shares a day. And anytime that happens, you got to be a little bit careful. These stocks can go lower if they start to sell off than most people think. Let's take a look at PZZA, which is Papa John's Pizza. Stock is trading at $43.50 right now, closed at $43.25. Nothing to do there yet, but we will keep it on the radar today. Let's do one more here. PLNT, which is Planet Fitness. The stock right now trading at $72.57. It closed at $77.50, so you got a little bit of a haircut here. There's definitely some support around the 70 level. I also like $65 if it gets there, so keep those levels on the radar today, and we'll look at those in the intraday stock chat room once the opening bell rings. All right, let's shift gears here a little bit. Let's go over to the gold market. Gold soaring and roaring again today. Spot gold above $1,500. Right now it's trading at $1,510 and 50 cents. $1,510.50. Great move for gold today. GLD trading at 141.27. So dynamite multi-year high for gold, and it continues to just go higher and higher. More of the central banks continue to cut rates, go into this QE stuff that they've been doing, the higher gold goes. Take a look at the gold miners this morning. They are popping now into the 29.50 level is a level I've given all the In the Money Stocks members. I said we should see this get to 29.50, and sure enough, we are there this morning. So, again, great move for the gold miners. Looking over at crude oil today, down $1.44. That's down about 2.5%. Crude is sinking again. Now trading at $52.30 a barrel. If you take a look at the USO, you're going to see that's trading at $10.85. Down from $11.14 on the USO. So oil down, gold soaring and roaring to the upside, stocks all over the place, and we have lots of action out here. So again, if you have not done so, come on over, take that 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat room. We get volatility. Bottom line is we get trade action. That's really all it said. We're having a great 2019. Come join us. Again, take that 7-day free trial if you haven't done it already. To the intraday stock chat room. With that being said, everybody, have a great trading day, and we'll see you a little bit later on the charts.